Hello everybody, Johnny Jetrod here. I hope you're enjoying your morning. We're going to talk a little bit more about this Director Comey termination. This morning on Capitol Hill, it seemed like every Democrat in town went to work today. I wonder why. Was it because Donald Trump did something they didn't like? Of course it was. He fired Director Comey. Now here's the thing. Mitch McConnell, Republican, gets up there and talks about the Democrats repeatedly calling for Director Comey to be fired during the Obama administration, and as recently as just a few months ago, they were animately against it. We can go back through and find example after example after example of Democrats calling for Comey to be terminated, expressing their discontent with him. And now Mitch McConnell points out that simply because Donald Trump fired him, they're crying about it. They're calling it a foul. They're claiming foul play. They're saying there's something fishy going on. You know, these Democrats, when Trump was elected, were in so much shock. They came out and said that we will fight Donald Trump on every front. So they are certainly doing it. They are in office to do nothing but oppose anything that Trump does. And some Democrats will say, well, you know, Donald Trump deserves it because Republicans did that to President Obama. And maybe they did on some fronts and on maybe a lot of fronts, you know. But why would you contradict your own self for political purposes? It's just baffling to me why the Democrats act that way, you know. And then right after that, Chuck Schumer, a Democrat, gets up there and says that now immediately we need to have a special prosecutor into this Russia investigation, which, let me remind you, Sally Yates got up there and testified just the other day and confirmed that there was zero evidence, zero collusion, and the Republicans are saying, oh, well, it's still unclear. So Chuck Schumer's now calling for a special prosecutor, and his arrogant, blatantly arrogance, the blatant arrogance of the man, I swear he said, you know, I need to have a sit down and talk with the leadership and find out exactly why he was fired so I can determine whether it was right or not. And he said that as if President Trump needs Chuck Schumer's approval to do any damn thing when it comes to hiring and firing of federal government employees. Let's not forget that Director Comey is an Obama appointee. Let's not forget that the Democrats opposed Director Comey several times. Let's not forget that Director Comey laid out the perfect case on July 5th last year against Hillary Clinton, stating at least five U.S. codes that Hillary Clinton broke federal laws and then did not recommend charges. Let's not forget that when it comes to her email scandal. Director Comey laid out the perfect case, then fumbled the ball. The Democrats were praising him in the streets over that. But now they're upset because he fired Director Comey. Chuck Schumer insinuates that there may be something in this Russia investigation that Comey is getting too close to home when it comes to the Trump camp. You know, I believe that it's the exact opposite. I think that Director Comey was getting too close to home when it came to the Democrats. I believe that there was just a little bit too much truth exposed. And I believe with Director Comey removed from office, there's a layer of protection that no longer surrounds certain Democrats. I believe that the Democrats are in a panic. I believe that the Democrats fear Donald Trump and everything that he does that exposes them more and more to essentially, like he stated, drain the swamp, continues to expose their hypocrisy, their corruption, their, man, you know what? This rabbit hole is probably way deeper than most Americans even realize. And it's not being talked about. But Donald Trump will continue to expose as much as he possibly can. And so some people are talking about, there are a lot of different people that could be nominated. And President Trump notified Sean Spicer. Sean Spicer said that Director Comey's firing was at the recommendation of the Deputy Attorney General Rosenstein and the Attorney General Sessions, at their recommendation, stating that Comey could no longer effectively lead the FBI. Yeah. It seemed to me like just recently, when FBI Director Comey was interviewed again by Congress, he was given a line of questioning from the Democrats that they knew damn well he wasn't going to be able to answer in an open setting. And he stated, I cannot answer that at this time because of the classified nature of it. But if you would like to have a special hearing in a closed setting, I would be willing to answer those questions for you. The Democrats do that kind of crap, and Republicans do it too. But these politicians do these sort of things in order to publicize the fact that he's not going to answer that question, so we're going to have a closed setting. So they're going to have this little closed setting meeting behind closed doors, and then the Democrats are going to come out and they're going to lie their ass off about what was said behind the meeting. That's what they were potentially looking to do to change the court of public opinion on the Russian investigation into the collusion with the Trump camp. Yeah. So now President Trump, the ultimate troll, trolls these guys and fires his ass because he reversed course basically after laying out a perfect case against Hillary Clinton, and also stated in a separate hearing that he found zero evidence of collusion with the Trump camp and the Russians. I'm telling you, this rabbit hole goes very, very deep. The corruption in Washington is unbelievable. There are several things that are about to be exposed in the very near future that we are going to watch. But I just wanted to give you some updates, some commentary, some little knowledge into the situation, and we are going to continue to watch this. This is only, I believe, the second time that a FBI director has ever been fired. So we're going to watch this. I don't know who's coming up next, but I'm going to bring all the updates I can to you. This is going to dominate the news cycle for a while. On another note, I'm putting together a report on Venezuela coming up soon. I want you guys to watch for that. I also need financial support to continue to broadcast globally here from FEMA Region 6. And if you guys want to continue to watch these special reports, continue to gain information from Johnny Jetrod, the Patriot, and All Americans First News, my other channel, I need to have financial support in order to be able to continue to operate. So if you want to do that, you can go to my Patreon and my PayPal account, donate some money, continue to have this discussion, and allow me to continue to spread freedom, truth, and the American way. So my name is Johnny Jetrod. I want to thank America, thank my supporters, and thanks to all my recent subscribers. Thank you, America.